Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. Oh, happy Friday, people. I hope it is a good one for you. Shout out to the people in Colorado who are going through the fires like we just went through in California. I am praying for all of you. I think you're called Coloradans. Anyway, whatever you're called, just know we feel your pain, and it is a bad situation. I have a sister and her family that live there, and I am praying, praying, praying. Anyway, so I've been struggling this week with food. I've been in the nonsense, which I've expressed. I'm struggling with it. I make empty promises. It's a really old behavior for me, and I'm sorry for it, but it doesn't make it less true. And I am in no way asking for it to be fixed, like anyone to fix it. I'm just saying that I am very much struggling. And so yesterday I kind of said that I was going to go ahead and remember to live in the present. And that one of my favorites is Just for Today by Overeaters Anonymous. And that I was going to read some of the Just for Todays until I could get back to believing that I could make it through a day of caring for myself. And it's really unfortunate because I know my best way to eat. I know what makes me happiest. I know what is less wear and tear on my body and gives me my best energy. And I've certainly slipped in the past, but this time for some reason it has me in a grip. And I'm praying about that because the closer you are to God, the more you can experience spirits of oppression. And even though I don't like to give my power away, it doesn't mean that I'm not under an oppression right now. And that is not to say that I'm not taking accountability for my actions. I absolutely am. But I'm always aware that there is spiritual warfare going on. And sometimes I'm a pawn on that chessboard. Seriously. Okay, so for today, just for today, which was yesterday, I indicated that I was going to try to live through this day only and not tackle my whole life problem at once. I can do things for 12 hours that would appall me if I had to keep them up for a lifetime. And I still get that. And I really had a really big day. That's a lot of reallys. But I had a very challenging day today. Ton of work, busy with kids, a lot of things going on, trying to amend my situation with my paycheck, and having to involve people with that. And then just caring, for the struggle that's going on the planet right now, and trying not to discount my own personal struggles, because they're not less real, they're just different than other people's. And I need to give myself a little wiggle room every once in a while, not to my detriment, though I feel right now I'm in that place. But I know it's temporary, and the shame in me wants me to hide my light under a bushel. The shame in me wants to never talk about it to anyone. The shame in me wants me, to be hiding in my disease. And luckily, my stronger self with greater momentum is saying, no, you need to say your truth out loud. I don't want to go into details because I don't want to provoke anyone. And I know that sadly, no matter what is shared, about 11% of the population will go in the direction of that, even if it's not good for them. So I don't really want to go into details, but I am struggling as I'm noticing that I'm kind of rocking myself. I don't know if you noticed that. That's like another thing that I used to comfort myself by doing. There's something, and to be fair, I haven't really used my tools. I haven't really done outreach calls. I certainly haven't written about it. I've just been kind of running within myself. So luckily my life insists that I be accountable. I have animals to care for, family to take care of, a job to do, students to take care of, like all of those things. So they pull me out of myself all the time. And that's grace, really. As much as I would like to isolate, I'm not able to. And I'm grateful for that. But I'm still punishing myself somehow and not eating the way I prefer. So I'm going to continue with the Just for Today intentions until I get to the point where I am back in the present. So for tomorrow, which is Saturday, it says, I will have a quiet half hour all by myself and relax. that'll be very difficult for me because I already have a list, a to-do list. But I am going to say out loud that I am going to literally set a timer for a half hour. And as squirmy and crazy as I get, I am going to stay in that half hour. So I will have a quiet half hour all by myself and relax. During this half hour, I will thank God so as to get a better perspective on my life. You know, I mentioned a few videos back that I was having an attitude of gratitude where I was genuinely just saying, thank you, God, for all that is right. And one of the greatest joys in my day is to spend time with God. And I generally incorporate the daily mass, which of course is online. I say the rosary, which I'm happy to do. And of course, I just call on the heavens every single second because they're my lifeline. And it's the most immediate thing I can do when I'm struggling. So that is not a problem to thank God, to get a better perspective. But I definitely need a greater insight as to what this is that is allowing me to flounder to the extent that I am. So I will have a quiet half hour all by myself and relax. During this half hour, I will thank God so as to get a better perspective on my life. I'm very blessed. No matter how difficult my life is, I always know that I'm blessed. And God never forsakes me. He is always doing the footwork, greater than I ever know, until it's revealed. And then I just go, really? Thanks, Father. I can't believe you did that for me, you know, like all the time. I'm very blessed. I don't even want to say that I'm my own worst enemy, and I don't even want to blame my little monkey. I don't want to blame anybody. I just want to say I'm in a bad place right now. You look so innocent, and you know what trouble you are. And I'm willing to be accountable for it, but I don't know what that looks like yet. So thanks for letting me share, because again, my tendency is to isolate. It can't last that long because I threw out all my fat clothes. And if I'm not careful, I will not be fitting into the clothes I'm in. So that's not a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing that I don't have the option anymore, but it's a scary idea. I am not purchasing new clothes. Thank you. That is a no. And I'm in the middle of a challenge of losing inches. Ironically, I could very well be still losing inches because I am exercising and my body's changing, but you can't outrun poison. You can't outrun a bad diet. I've seen people literally drop dead in their early 50s, in their late 40s, who by all accounts were healthy, rode their bike every day, jogged, you know, did all the things. Were they having alcohol with every meal? Probably. You know, were they eating junk but keeping their weight down with amazing exercise and seemingly having muscles? Yes, all of that must be true as well. Well, that's not a game. I mean, just because my neck looks good and from, you know, I actually almost have, I hope this isn't too intimate for you, almost have what is this thing called? I haven't used it in so long, I can't remember what it's called. Don't tell me. Collarbone. I almost have a natural collarbone, like without having to try. I certainly have gotten cheekbones back, right? There's some things, but no, this sunkenness right here, it's not me. All right, so me and Coconut, my monkey mind, are going to turn it around, right, Cokie? It's my new nickname, Cokie. Remember how much I loved Cokie Roberts and that shout out I gave her when she died? Cokie is an honorable name, I assure you. All right, people, me and Cokie are safe. Kitchen's closed, tea bar's open, no hidden nonsense for me to consume. Even though I know I could binge out of anything, I am choosing not to. I'm happy to be accountable to you guys. I'm going to find myself. I'm just struggling and I need to say it out loud. Blessed, but struggling. All right, thanks for spending some time with Jules Blessed Vegan. As always, like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And the support I want from you is simply to continue to chime in, to show up, to let me know how I can pray for you or encourage you to be your best self and to be present, perfectly imperfect. for me while I find my way once again. And until we talk again, best of all, as I trust for me, know that you are blessed.